Hey, what's going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a really good Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys. This video is gonna be about you should go straight to the point. You know what I mean? Like, you should go straight to the point when you see a girl that you really like. So, you should, like, these red pill channels, they're telling you how to have game or how to 10 steps on like approaching a girl or blah 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 blah. You're not gonna remember all those 10 steps, let's just be honest. So you need to go straight to the point and be yourself. How do you go straight to the point? Now, it's easy. You just tell her, hey, take my number, we're gonna link up this Friday, or you're with it or not. And if she doesn't want to, hey, you're gonna find somebody else. There are 4.5 billion women on this planet. How I look at it, as every time like I get rejected every now and then, I would be like, all right, there are 4.599999 more to go. That's just how I look at it. So just understand that, go straight to the point if you really want to grab something that you really want. You feel me? And I'm a firm believer of just not ever giving up. You know what I mean? Let's say you already have your stuff together. You have your own place. You have your own kingdom. You have your car. You have your finances all together. Now, if you want to procreate when you're older, if you want to have a child, go for it. But is this going to take a lot of women to find it in America? Unfortunately, yes, in America. But if you're in different countries like Asia, different continents like Asia, Africa, South America, highly the chance it won't even take a lot of effort to find a woman that's going to want to have a kid with you, that's going to want to have a family, But out here in America, you would have to buy a woman a Chanel bag to, possibly have kids and a family. This is a shithole country that we live in. But, I love this country for the money opportunities. But other than that, and capitalism, I just don't really like this country for the culture, and the relationship wise, We're gonna go from race to race to race, real quick. I'm gonna just go real quick from race to race. One of my experiences, white woman. I dated a white girl before, and had sex with a white girl before. So the problem about white girls is that they're not aggressive, but I would say they're very competitive, because especially towards their man, because especially when you're the opposite race, they're always gonna feel like they're in competition with you. I had this one white girl. We were never in a relationship, but like she was acting very like stern and all that shit, like very like masculine almost. And I'm like, okay, like why is she acting like that in my head? But I didn't really know that since the day they were born to like 18, 20, or whatever, however much the kid decides to stay with their parents, is that they're programmed that they're better than everybody. And not everybody, like every race, but I'm talking about they're better than the black people. You feel me? So it's like, white American women are not a way to go when it comes to like, I don't know, like nobody should date, but I'll just say like procreating or trying to start a family. They're not really it, because especially in America, but in other countries like Iceland and all that other stuff, yes, there are good when it comes to romance, but in America it's just not really it. So now let's go move on to black women. Now, black women, this is going to be a very interesting topic, because I've never had sex with a black woman, number one. And number two, I never had a relationship with a black woman. Because why? Because I'm black and I sound like a white boy. No, I'm joking. Because most black women, they all causes high blood pressure. Because for example, all of my guy friends that I know, they all tell me, this girl stresses me out. This girl annoys the fuck out of me. This girl always does this and that. Oh, she's making me pull my hair out at night and shit like that. Why would you be in a relationship with somebody that stresses you out? That is torture. That's torturing yourself. You are literally putting your hand over a stove on a hot fire. If you're in that type of relationship, you need to eliminate yourself out of that discomfort. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to not be afraid to lose women, because, I'd rather have you guys lose women and live a happier life than to stay with them and suffer. You know what I mean? So black women, they cause nothing but stress and high blood pressure. That's why most of them cannot be in relationships in America. I'm talking about African American women. I'm talking about black women all over, because I know black women in Africa, they're like different. They're like different than the black women in America. They're very submissive. You know what I mean? So African American women are eliminate out of the picture. Now we're gonna move on to Latinas or Spanish girls, however people call it nowadays. I just call them Latinas. They're very like crazy, but like hypersexual type of crazy. That's how but I understand that like most Latinas have options. I feel like they have the most amount of options because I feel yeah because every single guy in every single race they all want a Latina because they all have a fat ass, or if not a fat ass they got fat titties, they got a good body, they got really good round hips. I'm not gonna lie, they're really sexy, but there are there are other good sexy other races, but the Latinas they're very easy to really get because there's a whole lot of them. But should you trust them in America? No, because they should not be trustworthy because they have the most amount of options. They'll always get the most amount of attention from guys than a white girl or a black girl. They'll get. I mean, they all get a lot of attention, but I'm saying the Latinas they get the most amount of attention. So we're gonna move on to Asians. As much as I can remember, Asian women in America. Some are good. I mean, if they're a foreign, then they're submissive. If they're from like China, and if they came into America, if they were not born there, yes, they're submissive. But the ones that were born here, that raised from America, I don't really trust them 100% because they are just like white people. They also feel like they're better than you for no reason. I don't know why, but they all feel like they're better than you. And we should not be very competitive with each other because we're all human. But at the same time, but they're in but don't get me wrong, they are the most submissive women in my opinion. They're the most submissive women. Like I remember I was at work one day and this Asian girl, like she looked really really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember her name, but I'm bad at remembering like 80 people different names, but it's like she would always approach to me, and look at me in my eyes and look, 'cause I could tell she liked me. I could tell, but she would, because I was a stock. She would always just give me the stuff instead of me picking it up. That was very very nice. That's how I know she liked me. She would always bring me like the clothes instead of me going all the way to the other side of the store and picking it up. So that's how I knew. All right, but they most of them are submissive. So we're gonna move on to Native American women. Native American women, we should just skip them because they are all already taken. Why? Because especially their culture are totally different than African American whites, Hispanics, because they are all taken. All of the Native Americans are taken because either that or they're not taken, or they're just like they're hiding in their parents' house because they're all virgins until they are married. Most of them, because if they are virgins until they are married, that means they're already looking for, and not like they don't. The queens don't choose the kings. The kings chooses the queen. So it's like they're waiting for the king to choose them, and by the time they're like, a wise man told me that by the time they're like 20 or 21, they're all already taken and all already about to get married. So it's like there's no point in trying to go elaborate more on this. So I mean, other than that, you should just use American women for sex. That's just how I look at it. I just use American women for sex, But when it comes to relationships, dating, any companionship, I just stay away from all that bullshit because it's nothing but interviews. It's nothing but having a girl trying to see, is he gonna be perfect in my life? Is this guy gonna be perfect for me? You know what I mean? That's just how it is in dating. No, we should just cancel out dating in 2021, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, would I ever fall in love again? No, no. If I'm staying in America forever, no. But if I'm traveling to a different country like Africa, Mexico, Colombia, Asia, yeah, there's a high 98% chance that I will fall in love again. That I probably will have a kid when I'm a lot older in one day. But in America, 0% chance. I would not even fall. I would not even trust them ever again. You know what I mean? So do not be afraid to go straight to the point, because if you don't go straight to the point, what do you lose? Your time, because time is very valuable. And what else do you lose? Is your money. You know what I mean? But not a lot of guys spend their money on the girls. So time is way more important. So we have to take our time very seriously. So it's like I'd rather have you lose the woman than to lose your time, because there's always another woman to talk to. Trust me, there's always a new one to talk to. All right, so Merry Christmas, you guys, and I hope you guys have a very, very good holiday. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.